What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. We're going to be checking out one of my favorite bands. If you are new to this channel, then yeah, I really like this band. If you're not new, this might have been the band that brought you here, 2 years ago or whatever. 5 Seconds of Summer. I'm seeing them on Saturday. I cannot fucking wait. And to prove that I cannot wait, because I do say that a lot, we're going to be checking out a song that they've only performed live so far. And that's because even though I'm seeing them on Saturday, I'm officially done waiting for this song. I'm ready to hear it. It needs to happen. So in today's video, yes, the title has already spoiled it. So what the fuck was the point in all of that? We're checking out Blender live. Somebody actually did the lyrics for this, and they're not 100% confirmed because there's not a studio version yet. So I will leave a link in the description for this video that was made so you guys can support it if you want to check it out. But I'm really looking forward to this. This is a band that I'm so happy for where they are at right now. And I'm so glad that people are digging the new tracks coming from this band. And I'm hoping to see them get even more success because unfortunately, Calm wasn't able to get the promotion that it deserved. Of course, it's no wrong against anybody. It was literally COVID, but I feel like Calm was a really great album and it did well, but it had a chance to reach more people had there been, an easier way to promote it. So we're in a time where we are promoting things again. Before we get to today's video, I do not do sponsorships and I do not do ads. So in exchange for that, my channel is completely supported by my Patreon family, my Patreon community. So I do a lot of exclusive content over there. When it comes to a band like 5 Seconds of Summer, there's so much content over there for you guys to check out that I haven't posted anywhere else. Usually long form stuff. How did we end up here? Like the 5 Seconds of Summer movie. I did the 10th anniversary special as a full uncut album reaction or movie watch party reaction. I've done album reactions. I've done, Carpool Karaoke and things like that. I've done some live stuff. There's just a lot of content over there. So if you like them as well as other bands that are like them, make sure to check out Patreon. Links in the description. It really means a lot to me. All those things out of the way. Let's go. Blender. Oh, Callum, that bass. Woo. Oh my God. Okay, I think one of the reasons why I'm already digging this is because the bass from 5 Seconds of Summer is already mixed really well, but when it's performed live, I feel like Callum just hits a little bit harder and it really makes you feel every note. Oh! Let's go! Oh! Okay. Wait a minute. I love this. This is so fucking this build up into this drop is so sick because I'm definitely thinking we're about to get some fast chorus kind of thing happening. But the fact that the instrumental sort of falls apart in this almost way that it's blended up. I love the fact that they utilized that piece of instrumentation with that lyric right there. Now, if you'll excuse me, it definitely had some surf vibes to it, and I'm kind of ready to just let that happen again. Woo! Oh, fuck. Oh. Woo! Oh my God. I'm such a fan of Luke doing that, like going from that higher note and then hitting that like falsetto. He's gained so much control over, I mean, I feel like he's always sort of had that, but he's gained so much control over the years, especially as he's utilized it more and more, not only with his solo work, but also just in 5 Seconds of Summer's work. And I feel like to hear him execute it like this in a live setting, especially over an instrumental that is so sick, it's just like, nothing but praise for you, Luke, my man. Oh! Woo! You ever just want to mosh? But you put yourself in this box. Oh! Michael! Oh, I can't wait to see this song live. I bet it's so sick. Oh yeah, give me that crowd interaction. Oh! Yes, Ashton, thank you. Thank you for delivering the goods. One more time. Oh! Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, so I already knew the song was going to be good just because it's called Blender. I feel like the naming of the songs and the way that they released the track list got all of us so excited, and we're claiming all kinds of amazing tracks before we even hear them. That's such a great marketing strategy. I just want to say that. But I remember thinking like, okay, song is called Blender. What kind of vibe are we going to get? And of course we had, you know, the internet just kind of talking about Blender and kind of getting the thing trending, at least for, you know, me and the topics that I am listening to. And I was thinking to myself like, all right, this has to be executed. The thing is, when you hype something up like that, you have to execute it. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be, you know, this track that you put out, this is kind of whatever. No. I love the fact that we just listened to this in a live version, especially since I was really just holding out until Saturday so that I could listen to it live. But now that I have this, I feel like I know what to expect, and I'm really looking forward to it. This track is great because they take some of these elements of like old 5 Seconds of Summer meets newer era generation 5 Seconds of Summer. So there are pieces of this that are definitely among that sort of like pop punk instrumentation, right? We have like Ashton really coming in with those drums, really building in these big chorus moments. And one thing that was really interesting to me is that we had that first verse that builds up into that first chorus, that initial chorus.
Sorry, could you say that again?
The initial chorus, Siri is really rude sometimes. And I feel like when that dropped, what I was expecting to hear is not what happened. And I'm very thankful for that, because I do feel like sometimes if you watch this channel a lot, I can usually, you know, figure out what's going to happen with the instrumental next. I was not expecting that breakdown in instrumentation to lead to just this kind of like drum moment. Gave me very much like almost surfer vibes in a way, and then brought it in even more when we got back into that next chorus. And then of course, you know, we had even more intense instrumental as we got to that last one. I feel like there's something to be said about that sort of structure, because again, it keeps you guessing, but also it keeps the energy high. You know, 5 Seconds of Summer has, you know, my first two albums from them have been my favorite for quite some time. But at the same time, I love, exactly, like it's very hard to pick, right? But I love Calm and Youngblood as well. The thing that kind of changes up between those two eras is really the intensity and the tempo of the tracks. I feel like Youngblood and Calm, there are fast tracks and things like that, but the majority of them are a little bit more like focusing on the emotion and the synthesizers. We have a little bit more of these ballad style tracks, something that's a little bit more slower paced. I feel like with a track like this, you get that blend of both worlds, and it comes together in this really incredible way where you get a chance to like catch the vibe of just enjoying the lyricism delivered by none other than Mr. Luke. But you also get that like really fun instrumentation that you've grown to love from all the years. We got Michael with these like really sick, subtle riffs happening in the back. The bass and drum section is amazing. I think Callum really does hit even harder live. You got Ashton literally just fucking delivering before it went back into that last piece of that crowd interaction. I will say that lyrically, I appreciate this as well because I think that this is a very great representation of what a lot of relationships can be, right? Like you're sort of like spiraling around in this blender. And so you've got kind of like two ways to look at this song. You look at one as like taking the good with the bad, throwing it in, it mixes together and it makes who we are. But I actually see it more as a way where like we take these whole pieces of us and we start to like destroy them in ways, or we start to try to like just mix everything together, even if it's not necessarily working at that time. And so because of that, we've got these situations that we are led to with our love kind of like being shattered and broken and mixed in with the sadness that we have and all these other things. And what it leads to is like a really fucked up feeling in the end where you love somebody, but you're sad. And it takes away a lot of the appeal of that love, but you can't get out of it now because you're so intertwined with this person. This can obviously be like super negative. It's just not a great thing to be living through. But I will say that I love the fact that the lyricism is matching with the instrumentation in this in such a high level. Again, talking about sort of that chorus section, I want to go back to that, especially where the instrumental falls apart. I think about this sort of like whole piece of you being thrown into this blender. And that's when the instrumentation breaks apart, the drums start happening, and you're kind of blending up all of these pieces of you, your love, your sadness, all those things, but you're now blended up. And now what you're being served at the end is this feeling that you have. And the fact that they can match that kind of instrumental with that is fucking incredible to me. So he's in an emotional blender. I'm in an emotional blender. I feel like all of us in Chicago on the 16th, come say hi to me if you see me. Oh my God. We're all going to be in a emotional blender at that moment, because how could I not stand there in front of Luke telling me all of these things about sadness and love and life, and me not become not only an emotional wreck, but also an emotional blender. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of Blender. Make sure you guys check out the video. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys give credit to that video who put this together, which I'm thankful for because I got to learn the words pretty quick. Now I can sing it on Saturday. And yeah, make sure you guys check out Patreon. So much content related to this band. And yeah, I love them. So I'm excited to see them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.